Test, test. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Speedrunners Arena SMRAT Tournament 2021. I am your commentator tonight, 00713, and we have an amazing matchup between Leslie Pros _04 and TommyLee67. They are coming in with an overall record of 2-4. This is round 7 of the Switch group stage. Is it group stage? I don't really know. It's round 7, final round. So this will help determine where people end up getting seated in the brackets. I think with how things are going, these runners will both be in the mouse bracket regardless of how they finish, but a better finish will get them better seating. That is that. Okay, and our racers are off. Let's go. Let's go. Final race for the evening. Hopefully it'll be a good one. Both racers seem to be going left. That seems to be the go-to location for everyone. We got Redemption. She is our excellent tracker for tonight. And Mujic75, he is our restreamer. Make sure to give them a follow. Also give Leslie Pro _04 and TommyLee67 a follow. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and right away we have a space jump at Alpha Missiles. Interesting find. I've seen a lot of items at this early blue Brinstar location. It's been a high chance of seeing things like space jump, high jump, or ice beam, which is a bit interesting. That will put a sealant item here in Logic, which are just missiles. And with space jump, in my opinion, it is the hardest thing to use to get this item. If it were me, I'd probably just deboost. Because every single time I try to use the space jump to get that item, it is impossible. So we got double missiles, no bombs yet. We'll see some form of bombs coming up in the Bomb Teresa room. This is SMRAT 2021 Super Metroid Randomizer Accessibility Tournament. So randomizer means items are not going. Chances are most of the items are not going to be in their default location. They could be pretty much anywhere on the map, but the logic is designed to be beginner friendly, taking into account the base game, how the base game was intended to be played. So you never see things like gravity suit in a water room because you need gravity suit to navigate water rooms. And you never see something like Varisuit in heated rooms because you need Varisuit to navigate those heated rooms. So that's how the logic works. The only tricks you really need to know are wall jump, which you see our runners performing in the climb. infinite bomb jump, or horizontal shine sparks. Not horizontal, vertical shine sparks. I don't think horizontal shine sparks are logical at all. But just because those are the only three things you need to know, in order to actually have an advantage, you definitely need to try and learn as many possible tricks as possible in this, as well as again good movement down. Tommy Lee is the first one to get to BT. Tommy Lee's on the right. Leslie Pro is on the left. And we'll be talking a lot about logic today. And Bomb Terizo is holding power bombs, so power bomb Terizo today. Where shall we predict our suit to be? I'm going to predict gravity suit. That's my prediction. So with space jump and power bombs, Landslide PBs are in logic, as well as well, actually, Moat is not in logic yet because we don't have any super missiles. I'm assuming Tommy Lee did Alcatraz to escape. I think Leslie Pro will also try Alcatraz, or well, I don't know if it's still considered Alcatraz because he used a space jump maneuver, but exiting that Bomb Terizo area through the left exit instead of the bomb blocks on the right is considered Alcatraz. Leslie Pro opting out of 230 missile location and is heading to Terminator for some missiles, while Tommy Lee is going to that Landslide power bomb location. As I always say, try to tell people, no, Tommy Lee, no! Tommy Lee takes the first death. We see grapple at the back of Gauntlet. Tommy Lee fell into... I don't know if he took any other damage, but Tommy Lee fell into the acid, and without gravity, the acid does significant damage. Now this... wow, I'm amazed he's not going back. That could possibly be the only super missiles that the runners are able to find. Those are logical super missiles up there in the landing site, as of right now. Leslie Pro heading down Green Brinstar, while Tommy Lee is heading over to 230 missiles. And just missiles at 230 missiles. Leslie Pro doing a mock ball, seeing Charge Beam underneath the bridge. Just one missile shy of being able to open up that door. That mock ball trick is not a logical trick in SMRAT, so anything found back here is going to be out of logic until speed boosters is found. Still no supers. This could be one of those seats where you definitely need to get that those early supers at the landing site. Never mind. Leslie Pro finds some supers, so it's not that big. But we do see charge that charge beam will affect how our runners progress throughout the seed, because charge reduces the need for picking up ammunition. But then again, the runners don't have just basic charge, which is like 300 shots, I believe. My math is right. Yep. It takes 300 charge shots to kill Mother Brain, so I doubt our runners are going to want to do something like that. So the decision is, do the runners keep on picking up ammo, or do they skip ammo in hopes of finding some sort of beam later on? As we Pro finished with Mockball Room, heading down to Edcoons. Edcoons is definitely going to be in logic. All three items. Well, yep, all three items are in logic because we do know supers are in logic as well. Tommy Lee has more than enough ammo going in here. Won't have to worry about farming. We got our first trash can. We got our first reserve tank. Leslie Pro picking it up. Don't know if Leslie Pro wanted that or not. A lot of times runners like to skip those reserve tanks. But without any E-tanks, I think it's definitely a good idea to start picking them up. TommyLee getting his first supers. And Leslie Pro not saving. This could be a dangerous play with only 41 health. These spikes do, I think, 20 damage. Not to mention, they're going to be coming up to the to Big Paint, which is another dangerous location. My rule of thumb is if I come here without if I get down here to Edcoons with this low of health, I'm just going to save. Because last thing you want is to be last thing that you want is to take an untimely death and have to start all over again. The enemies in Big Paint can do up to 80 damage, so be aware of that. TommyLee is making his way down to Edcoons. I think Leslie Crow found some ammunition at that final Edcoons room. So I hope everyone is doing quite fine today. Got Motroid here, RKCTKC, Redemption, we got Rex and Sean, Phoenix Down 23, Music 75 is our excellent restreamer, and Redemption is our excellent tracker. Invarial was around. I think he's still around. Pizza 34 brought some popcorn. Now we're into Big Pink with Leslie Pro. Leslie Pro only has one power bomb. Hopefully, TommyLee got the charge beam. So Leslie Pro, I think, due to the health situation, probably didn't get any power bombs from the side hoppers, or not the side hoppers, the frogs. Luckily, Leslie Pro found a E-tank at Leslie Pro found an E-tank at the Big Pink room, right before Mission Impossible, where he is right now. So that was definitely a good find for him. And we got some super missiles, pre-charge beam missiles. Leslie Pro does not have any power bombs at all, so he'll either have to farm up ammunition here, or might have to go. These enemies that spawn, that are spawning, they have a very low percent chance of dropping power bombs. I don't know if anyone has a number. I think it's like less than 10. He gets one power bomb. Gets two. And Leslie Pro's gonna be glitching. Actually, is it a glitch? I don't know if it's considered a glitch or not. Going to be backdooring into Spore Spawn Supers. This is not intended. Technically, you're supposed to go up through Spore Spawn, but who wants to go to Spore Spawn anyway? I basically have to get into the right position. There's a lot of positions in order to unlock that super block. And Leslie Pro's just not finding that position that he needs. Opted out of it, going down to check charge beam location. TommyLee making his way through the side hopper room. Very unfortunate as well. I recently learned that you could actually use a moonwalk to get into position. So we shall see what TommyLee does. Maybe TommyLee will be able to show us what those two items are going to be that we missed. Leslie Pro also skipped out on the wave gate. item location. I don't know if Leslie Pro is able to do wave gate. I remember seeing one stream where he skipped it before, but I think that might have been just an accident on his part. But with those skips, Leslie Pro is currently in the lead. Tommy Lee using Tommy Lee using Moonwalk, get into position, and again through the Spore Spawn. Leslie Pro has made his way down into the X-ray room. This room is in logic for that space jump, but it is quite dangerous. And Spore Spawn Supers are Spore Spawn Supers. So right now where Leslie Pro is the X-ray hallway. This room is quite dangerous if you don't have a Very Suit. Those spikes down there, they do 60 units of health. So with this low of health for our runners, it could be devastating. Luckily, they have Space Jump, which makes it easier to navigate through the room. And we have Speed at the X-ray location. Good find for Leslie Pro. Tommy Lee doing the wave gate. This wave gate glitch with super missiles. This is not in logic, but gets it first try. And behind wave gate are just more power bombs. So, sort of good skips on Leslie Pro's behalf. Might have wanted those extra power bombs, but still doing quite well. It does have speed. Nothing major missed on Leslie Pro's side. Yeah, if you had to just go through that X-ray room with a grapple, it could be a little bit more dangerous because at that point you have to skip over the jump over the platforms, and sometimes it's not that easy to land on them, especially if you don't have any lights. So Leslie Pro continues up to go down. Bottom of Red Tower is in logic with that space jump. Dropping a power bomb that accidentally opened up that that floor piece. Normally in SMRAT, or normally in Super Metroid, I mean, you need to use a bomb to get to the Spacer Beam location, which has an E-tank. But the various tweaks makes it so that they're just shot blocks. Speed was at grapple. Not speed was at X-ray, which you kind of need grapple to get through. But if you don't have grapple, you have space jump, which is where Tommy Lee is going to be heading. Tommy Lee is skipping across those blocks, probably just to refill the his power bomb situation. Neither runner opted to go to. Neither runner opted to return to Blue Brinstar. All the items in Blue Brinstar are in logic with that space jump. Old Man Sunshine is liking this play. What's up, Old Man Sunshine? We'll see if we'll see if Tommy Lee continues to go down. Tommy Lee does decide to go down, and we just have missiles at Prey Power Bomb location. I would assume Tommy Lee got the speed booster. There's no reason to skip it. Let's see, Pro making short work of those enemies in that mini crate hallway. And we're going to have our first boss battle against Kraid. Let's see, Pro charge up the charge beam. The charge beam strats are, I believe, the more optimal strats. I myself am so used to just using super missiles, I just use super missile strats. And Leslie Pro pulls off the Kraid quick kill. No problem for Leslie Pro. Charge does make everything comfy. Wait, did Tommy Lee even make it to the item. I guess Tommy Lee does have speed, but we'll see in this upcoming room. Yeah, so we see Tommy Lee does not have speed, so I didn't really get to see in full. Did Tommy Lee make it to the item, or did he just skip out of X-ray? Because that's gonna be big. That's gonna be big right there. Especially if there's something down at especially if there's something down at Double Mountain. Doesn't seem like there's anything at the back of. There's nothing at the back of Crate, I'm assuming, but we have X-ray at the Fraud Pocket. Well, you would assume if he went into X-ray and made it as far as he did, he would have gotten the item. Apparently, I lose because it was Suit as opposed to Gravity Suit. Backed out due to health situations. Tommy Lee is doing the dance with Kraid. It was a beautiful dance, I would have to say. 10 out of 10. And Leslie Pro is heading down. So far, all the items are in Logic. Space Jump is in Logic, which puts Kraid into Logic, which also puts that Various Suit into Logic, and Speed Booster into Logic. Wait, where's Gravity? Where's Gravity? Did I miss it? Where's Gravity? Oh, there's Gravity. Why couldn't Gravity be at the other location? Why? I lost 20,000 points because of that. Come on, Gravity. You're better than that. So, both suits are in Logic. That usually runners probably don't want to see that this early on, because now a lot of the seed is open up. So all of Upper Norfair is in Logic. Actually, Upper Norfair, Lower Norfair are all in Logic, including Kraid. All of Meridian is in Logic, with the exception of Plasma and Shack. All of Red Ship's in Logic. So pretty much the entire map is in Logic, with the exception of only two items. Only 2 items are out of Logic, are unattainable. So Leslie Pro is checking the Ice Beam location. Tommy Lee will be catching up with his Gravity Suit pretty shortly. Ice Beam has supers. No Ice Beam for our runners today. They are actually, well, in theory, Leslie Pro is good. Leslie Pro has the ability to get to, actually, not entirely. Leslie Pro does not have a means to exit Ridley yet. In order to exit Ridley, you need to have 6 power bombs to exit Ridley. Or if you're lucky enough, if you're able to find something like Screw, Rigger Bombs, or Spring Ball, that'll definitely reduce that number from 6. But without 6, I guess he could Wasteland Speedball. If Leslie Pro knows that trick. Tommy Lee is opting out of Leslie Pro is going to Croc. Interesting play, and Tommy Lee is just leaving Norfair. But anyway, it's pretty much go mode. The runners have a way to get down to Lower Norfair. Leslie Pro just needs another power bomb pack or some sort of way to escape North Fair for his go mode. They have the ammo because of Charge Beam. They have a way to get to the Dragon. So it all comes down to comfortability for the runners. That is true. Lower Norfair will be a fairly dangerous trip if either runner decides to go down right now. No screw attack, no plasma will make it trickier. TommyLee heading back to X-Ray will be finally getting his speed booster. Struggling a bit with that space jump. That space jump does love to malfunction every now and then. Just a minor bad power bomb placement by TommyLee, and TommyLee gets his speed booster. And Crotch dead. Crotch has been defeated. Leslie Pro continuing on. Don't be check. I'm assuming don't be checking all the Croc items over here. And finds Wave Beam that'll help out with DPS. Wave Beam gives you 100. Makes you requires you to have. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. So with just Wave Beam, it takes 120 shots to kill Ridley and Mother Brain. So much better than the 300 from just a rare Charge Beam. And they might not want to be might not be going right to Lower Norfolk right away because they might not feel comfortable with the loadout. I know I would feel a bit scared right about now with both the health situation and ammo. Yet another reserve tank. And so we got a reserve tank that's definitely useful. Blank tank. And what are the final items here in Croc? TommyLee heading up to Alpha PBs. Alpha PBs are Alpha Supers. So out of Croc, so Croc came away with Wave Beam. That could be quite useful later on. TommyLee is picking up more supers along the way. So we still have a bunch, several more checks left in Norfair for Leslie Pro to check. There's Cathedral, unless if with Speed Booster decides to skip out on Cathedral. There's all the items at Bone Mountain, speed location, Wave Beam location. So looks like Leslie Pro is farming up for most likely farming up for Lower Norfair Go. TommyLee not really finding anything useful at Red Tower. Heading up to the landing site. We already know what's at the back of Gauntlet. Back of Gauntlet does have Grapple Beam. We don't know what's at the front of Gauntlet. And we know the landing site does have Super Missiles. So it looks like TommyLee is stopping at the ship, making a save. Probably don't be checking. My guess is probably don't be checking the front of Gauntlet, as TommyLee already knows what is at at the landing site. Unless the TommyLee wants those super missiles. Never know. Nope, TommyLee is heading back over to uh, toward Wreck Ship. Leslie Pro picking up another E-tank um, at the Bone Mountain missile location. Good find for Leslie Pro. I did not see what was at the maze. Did anyone catch what the maze item was? We got X-ray down at the ocean. That is 2/3 of the way to microwave. Emily just needs to find a plasma beam, and then that is microwave. And another E-tank for Leslie Pro. Leslie Pro probably definitely happy to see all these E-tanks. And more E-tanks. I guess I guess all the E-tanks are being stored in Norfair today, huh? Emily picking up more supers, and Leslie Pro is also picking up supers. Leslie Pro continuing to do checks in Upper Norfair while TommyLee is taking on his second boss, that being Phantoon here, or Space Elephant, Space Phantom Elephant. So over the years, runners have found ways to optimize this Phantoon fight. There's two ways to optimize it. Sadly, without Wave Beam, TommyLee cannot use the X Vector strats. So hopefully we'll see Doppler by TommyLee. And, oh, TommyLee just misses the first round of Dopplers. And I am unable to explain what Doppler is. I know I probably heard the explanation multiple times, but how Phantoon works here is you want to always do sets of oh, that was a beautiful Doppler. You always want to hit Phantoon with regular missiles because supers makes Phantoon pretty mad, and you always want to hit Phantoon with two missiles at a time, because if you hit Phantoon with a third missile, that causes Phantoon to disappear, going into another round. And that was another beautiful Doppler by TommyLee. So by default, you can usually only get 6 missiles into Phantoon at a time. But if you're able to do the Doppler effect, where you're like stuttering and firing missiles at that final round, you could pummel Phantoon with a lot more missiles. Now, if you're really, really good, you can take down Phantoon in one round. Probably very rare. It is possible to. Most runners can probably do it in 2, and 3 is the average, I would say. But of course, if you're in the moment, there's always room for error. Haven't been paying too much attention to Leslie Pro, but I'm assuming Leslie Pro just mostly found consumables, ammo, and health, and the rest of the Blue Brinstar. Or not Blue Brinstar, Bubble Mountain. And we got some right side supers and right side supers. I'm also unsure about that as well, Old Man Sunshine. Why TommyLee would go up. So you can hit Phantoon extra times if you're running toward him. Gotcha. Because I think you're pushing out the missiles faster than Phantoon can disappear. And And we got so left side supers was also left side supers. A lot of unrandomized items so far. Left side supers, right side supers, 230 missiles. Was he pro taking a safety save? Good choice. I myself probably would have waited until the key hunter room for the safety save, but it's fine for Leslie Pro. It all comes down to how comfortable you are. It's still gonna be fairly dangerous lower Norfair. Leslie Pro is actually making his way um, over to the GT location, so probably made the safety save just to check GT. While TommyLee is getting screw attack at the wrecked ship E-Tank. It's a good find. That'll definitely make lower Norfair much more easier for him. TommyLee passing through Spiky Room of Death. And we got trash can number 3. And just need to check to see what the other item is. The other oh, we didn't get to see it. And the other item is, can we get to it? Space jump, why you have to be that way? Just missiles. TommyLee has officially abandoned wrecked ship. It looks like Leslie Pro is fighting GT. Interesting play. This will eat up a lot of Leslie Pro's ammunition. And maybe, and some of the other randomizers, you probably would want to go to GT, but in SMRAT, usually GT is a low probability play because usually you won't really find anything logical in GT. So we saw we're just reserve tank, missiles, and supers. So that's good. That can hurt Leslie Pro. Leslie Pro coming up because without screw attack, which is what TommyLee has, without screw attack, don't have to expend more ammunition to get through the upcoming worst from the game. Leslie Pro's better watch his power bomb situation. And just super missiles at the front of the gauntlet, and we know at the back the gauntlets don't have that grapple beam, which would be pretty useful against which would be useful for farming down in lower Norfair as well as taking on Dragon. Did Leslie Pro just skip out? Interesting. Not Leslie Pro. TommyLee. It looks according to his map, TommyLee did check a gauntlet early on, or he just fell. Leslie Pro struggling a bit here in worst room. Very, very dangerous room to be in, especially when you don't have things like plasma or the other thing, screw attack. Leslie Pro still checking locations, picking up super pack. Definitely gonna need that. Remember, it takes 120 charge shots with the wave beam to kill Ridley. Something you probably don't want to do. Also, just be aware that Leslie Pro unless Leslie Pro knows how to do a speedball, Leslie Pro does not have any way of escaping Ridley. You need 5 power bombs to go down and 6 to come back up. You might get lucky and find bombs down there. We did see a sprint ball there in a previous race, so that's also another possibility. Won't find Screw though, because Tommy Lee does have Screw. We know that where that item was. It was up at Screw was up at Red Ship Eating. And looks like Tommy Lee might be heading to Meridia. And that's a good find for Tommy. That's a good find for Leslie Pro. Finding those power bombs will definitely make it so Leslie Pro doesn't soft lock trying to go down, and B, will allow Leslie Pro to escape Ridley after the fight. Yeah, that was a good powerbomb find. I wonder if that was what Leslie Pro was looking for, or maybe Leslie Pro was just trying to refill his current powerbomb situation. Overall, good find for Leslie Pro. Tommy Lee is checking Mama Turtle for E-Tank. I'm guessing Tommy Lee is just a bit wary on the health situation. Those supers. And there's Plasma Beam. Nice find by Tommy Lee. So Tommy Lee's definitely have the DPS. Don't have the safer trip down to Lower Norfair. There might be a possibility that Leslie Pro will check that location as well, that Mama Turtle location. And be careful, Leslie Pro. Leslie Pro down to 28 health. Does have reserve tanks. And more power bombs. I also just realized until now they didn't have enough power bombs to make it through Torian. Well, on one round. Chorizo is an animated Chozo statue. Nice to know, music. Tommy Lee continuing to power through Meridia, and Aqueduct probably will take down Draydon first before going down to Lower Norfair. And Leslie Pro better be careful with his health situation. Chorizo. So luckily with just a wave beam is able to kill these fly things in one shot, making the farm a little bit easier. We got a microwave over on Tommy Lee's side, pretty nice. Taking down Bot Wound first round, that is. At least I think it was first round. Microwave is attainable by using charged plasma, X-ray. It only works on three bosses. It probably works on some enemies too, but it's primarily useful against Bot Wound, Draydon, and Bantoon. So it is definitely worth more beneficial to farm before Ridley than or farm up in Upper Norfair compared to Lower Norfair, because you have those rooms where you have a bunch of enemies spawning at once. That is what Leslie Pro did do. Leslie Pro did farm up in Upper Norfair, but don't forget, Leslie Pro did take on Gold Chorizo. So taking on Gold Chorizo did burn through a lot of Leslie Pro's ammunition. I didn't get to see what the precious missile location was. I'm assuming it's probably just more consumables. TommyLee getting down on his knees. Good play to perform up against Dragon, because when using microwave against Dragon, you know that Dragon's dead when Samus stands up. It might not happen here because it's just charged plasma, so this might be a 2-rounder. Yep, it's a 2-rounder, which is usually to be expected when you don't have full plasma beam combos. Leslie Pro taking on Ridley. Ridley takes 30 super missiles to kill, or 180 missiles, because every 6 missiles equals one super against Ridley. So that means supers do double the damage, and they also do double the damage against Dragon. And Dragon is down. That's the third boss down for TommyLee. Leslie Pro doing quite well against Ridley here. You want to pretty much manipulate Ridley, so Ridley gets into a left pogo position, which Ridley is in right now. Oh, and Leslie Pro just a pixel or two off. There is a way to turn Ridley around. Yeah, but right where Leslie Pro's standing, if Ridley were to Pogo, which hopefully we'll see here, just want to get Ridley in that position. You can just pummel away on Ridley with those super missiles, or whatever you plan on using. Leslie Pro trying to use Leslie Pro is trying to use X Factor. Oh no, Leslie Pro takes a hit, but Reserve Tank saves Leslie Pro. And down goes Ridley. Good job, Leslie Pro. What is Ridley hiding today? We know it's not Charge Beam. High jump? Just missiles. Does anyone even like Ridley this year? Like last year, Ridley was basically the MVP. Always having Charge Beam or some other awesome major. This year, oh, it's like nothing awesome behind Ridley. Anyway, this could potentially be a very dangerous escape for Leslie Pro. Low health and very little ammo situation here. The escape from Lower Norfair is always the more dangerous play. He's got to go through 2 rooms of red key hunters, which can do 50 units of damage to a runner. And they're not that easy to dodge either. TommyLee heading down to Norfair. Yeah. Oh, we did see what was in that PB's Exchange location. We'll have to ask him later on, Old Man Sunshine. But now we're going to see Leslie Pro coming up to the key hunter room. This room is very tricky to escape. You can hit them with beams. You cannot hit them with regular missiles, though. A good play is definitely going to be the save here. And TommyLee definitely has a very good loadout for Lower Norfair. Has both Screw Attack and Charged Plasma. Leslie Pro made it past the first key hunter. Third one swoops down, hitting Leslie Pro for 50 damage. Still have 3 item locations left to check here in Lower Norfair. Maybe one of them is going to be an E-Tank. Though with all... Oh, you can kill those things with supers? Interesting. With how the health situation currently is looking, and we got a high jump locked behind jail. As I was saying, with the current health situation by both these runners, I think all the E-Tanks have been found. Or the majority of them have basically been found. I mean, Leslie Pro picking up missiles, and well, I'm assuming nope. Decides not to go for the high jump. Some runners might actually opt to go for it. High jump is pretty useful, though the time spent trying to get to it might not be. I know, Music. Why are Boots in jail? Just missiles at I don't even know what the name of that room is. The Three Musketeer room. Just missiles. Leslie Pro dropped a power bomb, but as far as I know, these key hunters are not affected by power bombs or regular missiles. They're only affected by supers. I think his beam combination, which is probably gonna take a while. Stole some souls. TommyLee make a short work of the key hunters with screw attack. And taking a safety save. Got 2 key hunters down on Leslie Pro's side, trying to deboost through. I think the high jump would have made this a little bit easier. Oh, come on, just get up there. Oh, finally. Safe. Freedom. What a man. I know I was falling out of my seat there. TommyLee picking up the PB's a shame item. Leslie Pro, you still need to be careful here. 24 units of health is not that safe. So I think with how things are going, TommyLee is probably in the lead because TommyLee only has one boss left, which is going to be Ridley, while Leslie Pro has Fantoon and Dragon left. TommyLee taking on Ridley. Better be probably doesn't really have to be truly careful with supers with charged plasma. But some runners usually opt to use prefer supers over charged beam, especially when they have a moonwalk on, because using charged beam in this fight kind of makes it a bit tricky if you have moonwalk on. That's the final boss down for TommyLee. TommyLee just needs to escape and head to Torian. Leslie Pro making a head up Main Street. Also gotta be careful with the crabs in here. I think they still do a pretty decent amount of damage, even with both suits on. And Leslie Pro will be heading to Mama Turtle, which we know has that plasma beam, so this will be a good find for Leslie Pro. I think that there might be an E-Tank here as well. So another good find for Leslie Pro, that finding that E-Tank. Getting the refill in, and has enough health now for a stand-up glitch if Leslie Pro chooses to perform the glitch. TommyLee picking up another power bomb pack. That's quite interesting because TommyLee already had 15 power bombs, which is usually what runners usually stop at if they don't have Ice Beam, because without Ice Beam you need to use power bombs against the Metroids down in Torium. And if you're perfect and don't miss, then you just need 12, which is the 15 power bomb packs. Did I miss something? Did Leslie Pro did not kill Dragon yet, correct? Leslie Pro is checking Alpha PB location, finding some supers, picking up the supers. And TommyLee is heading over to Bubble Reserve. TommyLee has enough health for stand up as well. Just picks up that E-Tank. I think TommyLee has 8 E-Tanks. It's a bit hard to see with the logo, but I'm assuming that's 8. And Leslie Pro is taking an elevator trip up back to Criteria, as well as TommyLee taking an elevator trip back up to Red Tower. Synchronized elevator trips. Leslie Pro heading toward Dragon location. And is checking. I don't know if Leslie Pro saw the item, but was also checking a maze location. Picks up X-Ray, which is going to be useful in the upcoming Phantoon fight if Leslie Pro knows how to do microwave strats. Hopefully we don't have a Draydon skip music. Hopefully. Leslie Pro heading into the wreck ship. While TommyLee is escaping Meridia. With TommyLee's current loadout, might be a slim chance that he heads to the ship to refill. But we shall see what happens. I think they both skipped Cathedral Phoenix. Sorry. And TommyLee does opt for the ship refill. Nothing wrong with that. Last thing you want to do is head down to Torian. Actually, I didn't even know how. I didn't see how many power bombs that TommyLee had. That's something that I probably wouldn't even think about at this point in time. Is my power bomb supply. Accidentally going to Torian and not having those 15 power bombs. As I was trying to say, some people might not feel comfortable with the ammo situation going down to Torian. They might not know the counts in order to get through Mother Brain. If they don't know how to do speed steps, then the runner would have to opt to use ammunition to get through the Zebs. So that might be another thing that a runner would have on their mind. Leslie Pro is working on Phantoon. And since neither runner has Ice Beam, never got to see Ice Beam, TommyLee is going to have to use power bombs to kill all these Metroids. Metroids take 3 power bombs, though if the Metroids are too far out of place, then you might have to expend a 4th power bomb. Leslie Pro taking down Draydon. Draydon's down, so all that remains is did I say Draydon or Phantoon? Phantoon is down for Leslie Pro, so all that remains is Draydon. TommyLee making it through Meridia, Torian Metroid room number 3, and into Torian Metroid room number 4. The final of the Metroid rooms. The final to decide them it all. And all the Metroids have been defeated. The galaxy is at peace. Leslie Pro checked right side supers. Opted out of picking up the super pack. And also did check left side supers. Didn't see if Leslie Pro picked that up. He's going to check. He's also going to be checking Red Ship E-Tank. No baby skip from TommyLee, just regular baby skip. As I think some people say. Sadly, without Wave Beam getting through, I don't even know what that stuff is. Webs? Are they webs? Cobwebs? It's a little bit more tedious and tricky. Again, the final heals for TommyLee. Moss. I do know from the past, watching Leslie Pro. Leslie Pro seems like more of a newer runner, which is why he is probably making extra checks. And Leslie Pro is making his way to the top of Wrecked Ship. I wonder if he's trying to look for Ice Beam. Anyway, Tommy Lee is ammoing through the Zebs. It takes let's see, I forgot how many. It takes total 48 missiles to get through them, but the Zebs do regenerate. So best bet is to use 2 missiles plus 3 supers to get through the Zebs. That's the most efficient use of ammunition. But with all this ammunition and charge beam, Tommy Lee should not have that much trouble. Taking down Mother Brain number 1. Moving on to Mother Brain number 2. Now, if we were to take Metroid 1 into account, then wouldn't this technically be Mother Brain number 3? Because Mother Brain number 1 was back in Metroid 1. Has anyone ever thought about that? Take 60 supers to 60 supers to kill Mother Brain number 2. Or with Discharge Plasma. Discharge Plasma is 40. So a little bit faster with Charged Plasma, but you still have to charge up, so it might still be faster to use Super Missiles. Super Missiles might still have the better DPS overall. But that's it. Mother Brain number 2 has been conquered. And I think we'll be seeing a stand-up glitch by Tommy Lee. Yeah. The stand-up glitch can only be performed if the runner has at least 7 E-tanks. 7 filled E-tanks, that is. I definitely can't explain the mechanics on this one, but it's a way to take down Mother Brain's health in a moment when normally you can't do additional damage to Mother Brain. Leslie Pro is chicken bowling. Now I do know that there's a certain point in time where you don't want to be touching the floor, because if you're touching the floor at the wrong time, then you just kneel down and it takes away that stand-up opportunity. We got E-tank at the bowling Chozo statue. And we're finally on to Mother Brain number 3 with the almighty Rainbow Shot. Yeah, there's also chances of getting soft locked here. Which I don't know how you get soft locked. I hardly ever perform the trick. E-tank at the gravity location. But Mother Brain number 3 is down. Yeah, so I don't really know too much about stand-up. I don't really perform it much myself, so I don't know all the mechanics of how, when, and how to do things. I don't know mechanics of the soft blockage. I do know that I have had it glitched down on me a couple times, but you have to press, I think, item cancel to get out of that situation. We got the final escape by Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee is making his escape. Unsure if we'll see animals here. Animal save. But Tommy Lee is shooting on the way down, which it seemed like it caused some frame slow it. frame slowdown, something runners probably don't want to deal with. Leslie Pro making his way up to the landing site. And sadly, Tommy Lee abandons the animals. The animals' fates are now left with Leslie Pro. And just need to get it. Yep, there you go, Tommy Lee, into the ship with first place. 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 58 seconds. They will move on to 3 and 4. It looks like he improved his PB, which is a good job. Good job overall, Tommy Lee. Leslie Pro is headed through Gauntlet. They'll be picking up that grapple beam at the very end. Yeah, plasma and screw are very helpful.
Oh, I don't hear you for some reason. Just a second.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear you.
Welcome, Tommy Lee. You took first place. How are you feeling about that seed?
I hated that seed.
Oh, why did you hate it? I thought it was a pretty straightforward seed.
Well, I don't know. I was playing good this afternoon, then I got to this, and it was like all the movement was terrible. My movement, I'm not happy with it, but no high jump boots seeds always kind of seem that way. So
We did see a high jump though. It was locked
at
in
the very
jail.
end of the game, yeah.
No
So,
ice beam, no spazer, no spring ball.
what is I just came on the channel here. What are they looking for?
I'm unsure what Leslie Pro
Ice
is
maybe?
up to. Leslie Pro does have the ability to get to Dragon, so we're just unsure what's going on.
I remembered grapple was in Gauntlet. So I thought, well, how am I going to route this in? And then I spill my drink, and I fall down. I don't even get the grapple.
So it was the drink's fault, huh?
No, it was my fault. I was being clumsy.
So you basically, skipped out on X-ray early on. Was that because you were unsure about your health situation?
Well, I went in there and I had 20 health, and then I wasn't sure what my reserves had in them. And no suits, right? So I figured, if I get hit once, it's like 60 damage or something like that, or even 120, I can't remember. And so I thought that would be, and my last save was at Edakun, so I thought, well, maybe just play it safe. Ice at Waterway, all right. Just play it safe and, go back there. Because, once I went down, I knew I was going to go back up eventually, so.
Oh, it's a good thing that you did go back, because since we saw Ice was at Waterway, you definitely needed that speed booster from X-Ray.
Oh, yeah. So I went to, I was going to go up Wreck Ship right after that, if it was an E-tank, actually. that was what, if I would have been able to do X-Ray and there was an E-tank there, I was Wreck Ship bound. I'm so glad that I didn't do it.
So both of you are basically duo mode by the time we got to North Fair. Both suits. Well, B would have had to go back for speed regardless, but both suits, speed, space jump. How come you didn't decide to just keep on going down Lower North Fair at that point? Were you just worried
I
about
mean,
your?
my movement wasn't. I wasn't feeling it, like movement wise. Like my fingers were just not working for me, and I don't know. It might have looked okay. I just didn't feel okay. So I thought, I'm gonna die down there if I go down there with 3 tanks, even though I've done it with, 3 a lot of times. But I thought, I'll just play safe.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's perfectly understandable, especially when the lower Norfolk attack items were up in Red Ship and at Mama Turtle.
yeah. So it was either. Oh, there's Ice Beam. Yeah.
I wonder if that's what Leslie Pro's been looking for the whole
Look,
time.
it looks like it is. Yeah.
Leslie Pro is quite upset with the item.
But with that
And we did.
ammo, Zeb skip is and like you just don't you won't be Zeb skipping. That's all. Oh, very happy. Goodbye, all supers. Yeah.
Yeah, so overall, quite interesting. Good win for you. How you feeling about the brackets now?
Well, that puts me what 4-3 now? I can't remember.
3 and 4.
3-4. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking loss wins. Yeah. So it's I came in with SMZ3 playing and thinking, I was gonna steamroll over these seeds, but then it was like, you gotta have a little bit of more respect for this SMRAT. I had to get more respect for the seeds, right? And realize that, if I continue to play out of logic, it's probably not gonna work for me. So like CWJ, I would always do red chip immediately, right? And I think I did that in a practice round just before the last race. So
Yeah, early red shift for this would have been mostly bad since both suits were at the very bottom of Red Tower.
yeah, exactly. Because I probably would have full cleared it.
Not to
And
mention, the only thing valuable in a red ship was that screw tech.
well, there's usually something at that E-tank. Like, I don't like missing that E-tank. And since, that room was since the 90s when I first bought the actual cartridge, which I still own, that one room there was something that before sequence breaking and whatnot, not that I could sequence break it, but it was something that I got good at even with high jump. So it's something that's very quick. I know a lot of people save before it and reset out, and usually my Nintendo's not close enough for me until the dog wiped it out earlier. So now it's right beside me, so I can reset as much as I want. But so I'm pretty comfortable going in and out of there, and grabbing what's in there. And usually there's something, and so seeing the screw attack, that just gave me, okay, I'm able to do to go down and kill Ridley and everything without any problems at all. So yeah, maybe they did forget to add Leslie. He maybe forgot to add charge.
Because let's
I knew. Yeah.
just use the X-ray strats. I think Leslie Pro is fairly new to the tournament, and maybe to randomizers as well.
I've watched a little bit. I don't know much about Leslie Pro, but Leslie plays Earthbound randos and stuff like that. So he is pretty good at them. So You know, this is my first tournament in a long time. So,
Hey, we all gotta get back into it at some point in time, right?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuller loadout for comfort, Red. Yeah. It seemed that way when you have 100 and 100 and you're still searching around, kind of thing.
True. Yeah, so as you see, Leslie Pro is taking on Dragon. Leslie Pro full
Oh,
cleared.
wave beam. Yeah.
So Leslie Pro full cleared Upper Norfair, got the wave beam at Croc.
Oh,
Uh, th-
okay.
then went down to Lower Norfair, did GP, had to farm up ammo at pre Ridley, and then farm up ammo again on the before the escape, and got the plasma beam on the way through Mama Turtle, and then just went up to Fantoon.
Yeah. I think if. Yeah, I don't know. I rooted that, whatever, I guess.
It all comes down to that comfort level.
Well, I haven't done an any percent in a long time either, but although I've done 2 E-Tank Fantoons, so it's, to me, Ridley's easier than Fantoon, I think.
Oh,
Except for I'm thinking, okay, I don't have high jumps, so Ridley's not going to swoop me because all I have to do is jump and he'll pogo, and Ridley just did something total opposite. So it's just like, okay, you want to play YOLO? So I started jumping around, firing supers at him. No big deal.
Ridley does like to be the mean dude.
Yeah.
So
Well, thanks for restreaming. I wasn't sure if you know, because I was trying to, like, we were trying to have the race paired with some other people, and you know, given where Leslie is, there's like a snow issue too. Like here, I'm from Saskatchewan in Canada. We get 10 feet of snow every winter. So, but you know, to be fair, we have all the equipment and there's snow plows, and like the minute it snows, you hear all these city snow plows out and whatever. But a lot of these places that are unfortunate don't have the equipment available to them. Like my dad moved to Victoria, BC, and they got snow for the first time in 30 years or something, maybe 10 years ago or something, and the whole city shut down for like 3 days, right? Because they just, you know, you don't have the equipment. So when vehicles aren't used to it, yeah, the infrastructure for sure. Yeah. So the also tires, like you have a low profile tire on your car. I see it here all the time where people haven't changed their tires to winter tires, and you feel for them because they don't know or they're not from here or whatever. And you can get stuck right at a red light, just sitting there spinning. Like I remember helping people. So I got a big truck, right? So yeah, so I feel for all that stuff that's going on down there.
yeah, we definitely hope everyone's doing well in all these places that are getting attacked by storms. I know where I live. Well, we're used to snowstorms where I live, but yeah, like a snowstorm, like went for 2 whole days in a row here.
Yeah, person I play a lot of SMZ3 with lives away, and they don't get snow like this either, and they couldn't even order a pizza. You know, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you eat, right? Can't get out of the driveway, can't order a pizza. What do you do? Yeah, Yeah, Red. I just feel bad for that situation.
That happened to us several years ago. We had like this blizzard of 3 feet of snow. Everyone was
Yeah.
basically locked into their homes for like a whole week because we couldn't get the snow out. And then I think we had other snowstorms on the way, so the snow just never went away until I think around March or April-ish.
Oh wow. It's like when I go to the lake and my cabin's all snowed in, I can't get there unless I'm riding a sled or something like that, like a skidoo or whatever. That's basically the same, what's going on to some people. Anyway,
Luckily,
huh?
luckily February is almost over. March is almost here, so
Yeah,
hopefully, no more winter
hopefully
soon.
a good spring and summer, yeah. I'm
Then we
just
just got.
keeping you company here while Leslie finishes.
Well, it's always nice having your company here, Tommy Lee. You're such a good
Yeah.
guy to hang around with and chat with.
Yeah, if it snows anymore here, I'll be able to co-com a little more. I've been just so busy with work and stuff that we started getting busy again. So
Looks like Leslie Pro took off his suits, either preparing for stand up or probably just trying to quickly
yeah,
damage down against the Metroid.
yeah.
Did see a nice. We did see a nice stand up by you earlier.
Well, that's where I was reading what Red was saying there. Yeah, the houses aren't even built for snow. Yeah. What were you saying, Zero?
Saying that you had a nice stand up earlier.
Oh yeah, that wasn't bad. About the only thing that I felt good about the run. I didn't get damaged. Like I thought that I was gonna get damaged quite a bit in the first phase there because of the fact that I had no way to freeze or whatever the rank is. So,
So
oh, what
Leslie Pro is trying to perform
good.
a Crystal Flash, but Leslie
They
Pro,
must have reserves on manual or something.
yeah, he just went in and I think he just turned them to manual.
Ah, there
Probably
we
doesn't
go.
know
Yeah.
that he needs to completely drain them as well to
Yeah.
perform the trick.
Yeah.
That's fine. Hopefully, we'll see a stand-up glitch by Leslie Pro as well. Yeah, it looks like Leslie Pro might be trying to do a speed zip skip.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I was trying for it too. It's pretty much the same as the stuff you saw me practicing before I started Zero.
Yeah, true.
Like that same stutter 3 will work fine. You just drop off the edge, press down at the same time.
I don't even think I even know how to stutter. The best that I could do with short charging is Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, that one doesn't even require stutters at all, right?
I don't know. I don't think
Just a
so.
3? 3
Three
or a
tap.
2? 3? 2? Yeah. Or I mean, sorry, just it has to be 3.
I think you could also do it in two, but I always do it three.
What you can do, and this is not recommended, is you can get caught by a goop and then start running. And you will charge up, you will get echoes. But
Yeah, but I think with the
it's
group,
too hard to work with, yeah.
I think with the groups though is if you try to charge up the groups, then it scares Dragon away, just like using Screw Attack does.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, It's a shame though, because it would be nice to use those groups to do some short charging. We don't see any stand up from Leslie Pro. Just taking down Dragon the traditional way. Not Dragon, Mother Brain. Taking down Mother Brain the traditional way.
Like Leslie dropped below 70 tanks, and instead of just using your reserves to fill it back up to the 7 point whatever you need, just above 7, right? Just
Yeah, I
damage
think
down.
it has to be like you have to have at least have 7.
Yeah.
I don't really know the full mechanics of it.
7, and then you drop down in the second, like after you get rainbowed, you damage into Mother Brain, and then when she starts moving towards you, you know that she's not going to rainbow anymore. And I didn't know that until yesterday. I was the moving towards you part. Somebody gave me a tip.
It's interesting. So many things that you learn from this game.
Yeah, just little things. Yeah. Like the behemoth spark. If you crouch, you get it every time. But I wasn't even going for it because I didn't. I went too far.
Well, the last thing you want to do is mess up that spark and have to do the climb.
I've done so many bonks into that platform, and then getting, trying to get echoes again in the lava with the Varia or the acid, with the Varia off, losing damage constantly.
Leslie Pro is on the escape. Maybe we'll save the animals because Tommy Lee didn't save the animals.
No, that's not when the other person isn't done yet. I won't save them. It seems like cocky or something. I would never save them if I was still racing, right? True. If I had lost, I don't know.
True. What is more important, saving the animals or winning?
Well, I've seen races lost to somebody. Oh, I'm saving the animals, and then all of a sudden, done. What? I saw that happen like 2 years ago or something to somebody.
It's happened a couple times, and Leslie Pro runs into the wall, so we're going to be seeing the climb all over again by Leslie Pro.
Decent climb.
Very decent climb. Beautiful climb.
Oh, always saves. Oh, okay.
Juggernaut is a hero for the animals.
I like the animals. I remember in the 90s that when I found that, I was like, what is this? The only thing that was out was a Nintendo Power magazine. I also bought I have somewhere down in the archives. GG.
Leslie Pro finishes with 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 58 seconds. And we'll be having Leslie Pro join us as well. I think I still have all my Nintendo Power magazines as well.
Oh, I don't have the magazines, but I bought the whoops. And that's somebody likes those stream stickers. I thought I shut them off.
Leslie Pro, how's it going?
Air horns? I'm confused.
So Leslie Pro, can you explain how you felt about that seed? I see you got randalled hard, according to your comment.
Yeah, that's because I honestly thought Norfair was going to be the way to go this time, and unfortunately it was not. what made me so hesitant about pulling the trigger on going down to Lower Norfair was, where the heck were all the power bombs? I found 2 down there, one at Mount Ridley, one at Power Bombs of Shame. That was it. Like, power bombs are scarce this
I only had 15 the whole game.
season.
Exactly where you said, yes.
Yeah, and I don't know if you knew this, Leslie Pro, but you need to have at least 6 power bombs to escape Ridley. So it's good thing you found at least 1 power bomb pack down there.
I was backing right the heck out if I did not get power bombs at Mount Ridley, in all likelihood. Yeah, that explains why we found so few power bombs, only 5 packs the whole game. Jeez, very nice seed.
So after Lower Norfair, you decide to you went to Meridia, but then you skipped Dragon. Was that an accident?
I decided that I was going to check those first 4 checks on my way up to Wrecked Ship, so that was no accident. Although the way the seed wanted you to go was, I'll admit, that was a rude place to put Ice Beam considering where gravity was.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. And you need a speed booster to get to Ice Beam as well. And by the way, there were 5 power bomb packs, so you found 3 of the 5. You still there?
Oh yeah, I'm still around. I was just like, wow, this seed felt kind of like a Plando in a way.
Where was this? The second one I had before even leaving Big Pink, I think, wasn't it? Or
Yeah,
did I get it in? Yeah.
There was one around Big Pink. I think it might have been either Wavegate or Spore Spawn.
Yeah, it
So
was
that
a low health Edicoons again too.
I also had low health there. In fact, if I didn't stop to farm, I'm pretty sure I would have died.
Well, you know what I did is I walked into X-ray room, shot like 2 of the fire fleas, and then decided to bail because I only had 20 health, and then I had 1 reserve, but I didn't know what was in it, and I just bailed out of there and went there after and found the speed booster.
You also did have a scary escape there, Leslie Pro from
Yeah.
Lower Norfair.
I
Oh,
knew
really?
that was going to be a butt clencher. But at least with Wave Beam and Charge, I have a means of fighting. But I knew I couldn't burn my power bombs fighting the 3 Musketeers. I figured I needed to at least take out 2, maybe get lucky on the escape of the 3rd, and oh boy, I'm pretty sure I gave somebody a near heart attack. I know I just had one there myself.
That final room with that final Key Hunter.
Of course, it's around the time where I have an input get eaten at the wrong moment.
By the way, just to let you know, power bombs do not injure those Key Hunters.
Ah, so that's good to know.
Yeah, you need a charge and something.
At least charge Wave.
And then also supers. I heard them, but that's it.
You also checked GT, Leslie Pro.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just saying, come on, Ice, be here, be here. Nope.
So
the way that seed was laid out, that'd be a dirty place for it. Boy, was I wrong.
Why were you looking for Ice Beam?
At that point in the seed, that's my go mode. Oh, wait. Speed was my go. Ice was... Oh, who knows what I'm thinking. It's been a long week.
I know. After a while, with all these seeds that we run, it just gets all confused and we forget what we have. It happens to the best of us.
Yep, that sums it up. This easily could have been faster, but like I said, it's just the kind. It's just. Oh well, I didn't even do that much practice this week. That's the kind of week it was. So, oh well. One to just put in the library of what not to do.
Well,
So I'll remember next time as we hit the brackets.
Hope it was a nice race by both of you. Don't forget, everyone here, don't forget to follow both Leslie Pro and Tommy Lee. They race for fun. They don't do any of this for money. They just do it for fun and excitement. So check them out. Both awesome dudes. I always love to stop by. They are very nice and friendly. Check out Music75. Did an awesome job with the restream. Redemption with the amazing tracking, even though I confused her with that speed boost at one point in time. And if you want to, you could come watch me.
Let's all go watch Zero someday.
Yeah, come watch me sometime.
Thanks, Music Red and Zero for getting this together on the restream. I wasn't sure, and thanks for racing me, Leslie.
Yeah, this was a good one. Yeah, this was a good one, Tommy. Unfortunately, I'll admit I kind of brain farted on this one, because let's just say if I had realized where I was at and what truly was go mode, because I figured with how low power bombs were, that ice beam was going to be necessary, and once I hit 15, well, yeah, that's basically what sums it up.
Yeah,
it is what it is, and I'll know for next time.
Yeah, a lot of these I've found that, if you can just get by with just ammo, looking all over Zebus creation is going to take a lot of time. I think the last three races I didn't have ice. One of them I didn't have speed. Two of them for sure I didn't have high jump. So it was.
Yeah, I wasn't breaking high jump out of prison.
Well, I didn't grab it. I said forget it.
So, any last words from either of you before we go and rate some awesome person?
Nope. Thanks for the restream and getting it together, and thanks for racing me, Leslie Pro. It was a good. Well, I didn't like the seat too much, but that's because it wasn't nice and fast and free. But it was a challenge, so that's good.
You still got a race PB. Congrats on that, and well, good luck with the brackets.
Yeah, thanks. See you too. All right.
So thanks, Leslie Pro and Tommy Lee for stopping by. Thanks all the viewers for stopping by and watching the race. And until next time, it's been Speedrunners Arena SMRAT Tournament 2021. Looks like we're going to be checking out Zero Lane, another one of our runners, another awesome person. So until next time, see you next mission.